Hola guys, hope you're all doing well out there. So this is another Fiji finds video. I was in Fiji earlier and got the chance to meet up with a lot of you guys, which was really nice. I picked up a couple of things while I was there, and if you have been following us on our Facebook page and also on the website, you will know I had this article about how I discovered that e.l.f. was in Fiji. Yeah, so eyes, lips, face. So I was really excited. I was doing my usual rounds through Suva every time after I arrive, I like to look around, see what's new, and walked past the shop, and I thought I saw a whole arrangement of makeup brushes. So I went inside the shop and couldn't believe my eyes that it was e.l.f. And for you guys that often see our videos, you'll know that we use a lot of e.l.f. products, so I was really excited to see it there. Starting off with the e.l.f. HD Mattifying Cream Foundation, and it comes in this round compact, and if you flip it up, you've got a mirror up there and you've got the product there, which is, it's a cream foundation, I hope you can see that. And then underneath, so that's the product pan you've got there, and then underneath is got the sponge. There we go. So as you can see, it's a really creamy product. You can see there it is in my middle finger. I have it on today. It goes on creamy, and it doesn't really, I expected it to set to a completely powder finish. It was a slightly matte finish, but I wouldn't say it's 100% matte for me, because I could still see a little bit of dewiness, if that's the right word. So I don't want to say greasy, a little bit dewy, so it's not completely like powder flat matte. I had it on all day and I was out, and I don't know if this daylight will pick it up. I can see a bit of shine coming through, where it has broken down a bit, so I didn't touch it up. I didn't put any powder on top because I wanted to show on the video how it's coming out. Sorry, I'm looking there, the screen is there. I just applied a sheer layer with my finger. I just added to areas that I thought needed a bit more coverage, and that was it. And I don't really like to use the sponge, but I just prefer to use my finger because it's a really creamy product, and then use that to blend it out. What I would say for those of you trying to control oil, if you have really oily skin, I don't really know if this is going to 100% control your oil, so I would set it with a powder. But as you can see, I have combination skin. It did pretty well. I mean, I'm not, nothing's completely melted, and I don't think I'm coming across as a complete greasy mess. But yeah, it's okay, I think. Well, let me apply the sponge, because I reckon the sponge might soak up a little bit of the product. So maybe if I'm doing this on camera, you guys can see. Yeah, I think you may have seen it took off some of the shine that was on my chin. Where else? Side of my face here. So as you can see, you can top up. That's the other thing. You can add another layer throughout the day, but very lightly, don't cake it on. I also picked up 2 eyeshadows. I've been really wanting to try these two. The first one is this e.l.f. baked eyeshadow. Just looks like that, and glare, and open it up, and that is the product in there, sorry. And this is Toasted. Toasted is a don't think it's a bronze, even if it may look a little bit bronzy. It's sort of rose gold. Some people say it's taupey color, but yeah, there is a bit of taupe in there, but I see a little bit of rose gold as well. So I have it on today on my eyes. Again, I didn't touch this up, just so you guys can see how it performed throughout the day. Okay, I hope that is close enough, and now you can see all my nasty pores and everything, so be warned. There it is, all over the lid. and I don't know if you can see in the inner corner it's sort of creased a bit, right? So I hope that gives you an idea. I've been out for 5-6+ hours, so that's pretty much how it's worn on me. So this is over a primer, so please use a primer. So there is Toasted for you. I hope you can see on the lid. And speaking of primers, I did pick up, this one is sheer, so it comes in that tube. You just got a doe foot applicator like that. That is it there, yeah, and then you can blend it out. It's a good primer. On my very oily lids it breaks down, but it holds good for like the first 2 hours, 2-3 hours I'd say, but then it would break down after that. But if you have normal eyelids that are not as oily, mine are extremely oily, be warned, so if you have the sort of like, this will do the job and hold it up for you, because it did pretty good for me in, like I said, the 2-3 hours, which means for normal people it should last you more than that. A lot of you guys that I met were mentioning how, first of all, asking what does a primer do. The primer will extend the wear of your eyeshadow, for one thing, and well, the main thing I use a primer for is not just for extending the wear, but for preventing creases. Okay, creases when, like, if you notice, you put on your eyeshadow and then what, 10 minutes later in my case, if without a primer, it'll settle into that fold, you know, when your eyes open and then your lids fold or crease, and the eyeshadows all, you know, settle into there and leaving a line, and they sort of disappear from the rest of your eyes. So that's what a primer mainly is for, is to extend the wear of the eyeshadow and to prevent creasing. Okay, so that's why an eyeshadow primer, I highly recommend it whenever you wear eyeshadow. In my case, even if it's those long wearing eyeshadows, I will always use a primer. I just don't trust my eyelids because of how much oily they are. The other eyeshadow that I picked up is from the Long-Lasting Lustrous range. Comes in this small little tub, looks like that, and it's really creamy. If you're thinking of the Maybelline color tattoos, it's much more creamier than those. I find the Maybelline color tattoos while creamy, they're a bit on the hard side, right? These are much more creamy. They're really, you know, you can sort of, I can press into it and my finger leaves a, you know, a little indent in there. So that is the color. Absolutely pretty color. I hope you can see it there. I would say it's more of like a pinkish burgundy color. Once you apply and you let it set, as you can see, and then if you rub, you know, they set pretty well. So if you're always scared of eyeshadow, you know, disappearing into the thin air after you apply it in your eyes, this might be a good range to check out. You're on the shimmery side, so if you don't like shimmer anymore, a matte person, you won't like these, but I absolutely love them. So those are the makeup products that I picked up in Fiji, and I picked them up from HGE, which is Her Gorgeous Expression. They have, I understand, 3 stores in Suva. One is in the Gokul's building on Renwick Road, yes, opposite the Prouds building. And the second one is up in MHCC, and the third is in the new Damodar complex down in Laudala Bay, yes. And I haven't been to the Damodar one, but from what I was told by the owner, that they have the full stock, like the same stock in all of their shops. The rest of the products I picked up were all pure Fiji. And I'm mainly sharing these ones with you because they're new, and new for me, as in it's the first time I'm trying them. I bought so much of the other things that you probably know I use. I've mentioned them before in previous videos, the oils, the lotions, the butters. So I won't go into them, and you guys will probably see them in MT's videos and in other videos as well. So I'm just going to show you the facial care stuff that I picked up, which is new for me except for one product, which is the night cream. I have been using their night cream for about 4 years now. I used to use the in the old packaging because I used to stock up whenever I went there. But this time I finished them off and I have the new packaging, so all comes in that. The jar has a gold lid and you have this frosted glass pot, and you have this seal that's always on it but stuck to the lid now. And there is a product inside. As you can see, I've got my fingers in there quite a bit. I love it. It's the first face cream that's a night cream that I've ever tried. I started using it because when I came here, my skin reacted so badly from the switching from the humidity in Fiji to the winter here, and I'd never experienced dry skin before. I've always been combination to oily in Fiji, and I just, wow, I thought it's really bad. It was so dry that my face was sore, you know, when I would smile it was so sore. And I used the creams here, but they I probably didn't get the right ones, and I didn't know enough of the brands here, so I decided when I was next home, I picked up the night cream in the old packaging, of course, and tried it, and it was just beautiful. It's like your skin drinks up, you know, all this moisture, so you wake up in the morning and it's just so soft and supple, and I love it, and it still does that for me. I always use it. I use it in all seasons, so in summer, if when it's summer here, that is, I will just use a bit less, you know, and it never breaks me out. I love that about this range. Sorry guys, the sun decided it was done for the day, so I had to use artificial light, but it's okay because there's no more swatching, it's just facial products, so hopefully we should be okay. This is the Perfecting Day Cream, which is new, and it's a daily moisturizer, more or less. So this is, it says to resurface and boost skin renewal and hydration for radiant, picture perfect skin. Basically the benefits are it's supposed to rejuvenate the skin through biomimetic peeling, promotes skin cell renewal, reduces fine lines and uneven pigmentation, improves smoothness, clarity and radiance. Absolutely love it. Soaks into the skin. Really moisturizing. I can have it on all day and I know my skin is moisturized. As for the other benefits, of course I do notice my skin is brighter, but I don't know if it's this particularly, because moisturizers in general, when, you know, apply to the face and they're absorbed, you know, they plump up your face, it does look brighter. So like I can't say for certain, yeah, this is what makes it brighter, but I have heard that it's done really it's worked amazingly for some people that have had acne scarring, you know, like uneven skin tone from scars. For those of you that this has worked for, do let me know, let the others know. But as a moisturizer in itself, absolutely love it. The scent, just beautiful, really, you know, tropical creamy scent. Lovely creamy texture, you know, absorbs in. I don't use that much. I probably use like one full pump for my entire face and I'm good for the day. Two more things. I have got the Anti-Wrinkle Eye Cream, usual botanical blend of cold pressed nut oils. Really creamy, no irritation whatsoever with the eye or with the area around the eye. And the same scent, you know, really nice, really creamy, and absorbs quickly, and for me it's a great eye cream. Keeps the area moisturized and works well under makeup. Last of all, I saved it the last because it's my absolute favorite, and this is the Dilo oil. And it's like, yes, here she goes again with the Dilo, but what can I say, this is absolutely amazing. So it comes in this little bottle. I know it doesn't look like much, but a little goes a long way with this, and it is like 100% pure Dilo oil. Okay, it's from the cold pressed Dilo nut. It's supposed to help regenerate skin cells. You guys know from a previous video, I can attest to Dilo helping your skin regenerate. Oh, and smooth fine lines. The directions are you apply directly to clean skin, or you add a couple of drops to your serum or day cream. Okay, and it is pure 100% Dilo oil. What I use when what I use it with, how I use it, in the morning after I wake up and after I've washed my face, that's what I put on. Yeah, after I put the eye cream, obviously, and then I just dab this on, and I don't even use a full pump because, you know, it's really potent oil. Why I know that it's amazing, so when I got back from Fiji with all of these, of course I started trying to use them right away, and I have to mention that I don't know if you can actually notice on my face, I had really bad sunburn. I didn't even notice, but on certain areas, and it only really came out when I came back. Like certain parts of my face just started like stinging so bad, and like it was raw. So I went to the doctor and he said probably I didn't apply sunscreen, not probably but most likely I didn't apply sunscreen properly. I probably was in a rush, so I had a bit more, you know, I applied sunscreen, and in some areas I may have applied too little, you know, so then I was out in the sun, and then, you know, the sun did its thing. So I've got like, I don't know, under my eyes it was really bad there, and probably maybe the foundation is covering it up, but I'm sure you can see I've got like patchy areas. Whatever, it's gonna come back, the pigmentation. And I couldn't use any face products that I used to use when I was here, because anything I put on, it would just start to sting. And even cleansers, these were the only products I could put on my face. So then I've just stuck with it for a while, because I was so paranoid, you know, that if I put anything else on, it's just gonna react again. So I stuck with these, and now it's gone, it's healed. Of course you still have those, you know, patches left over, which is normal with sunburn, but there is no more rawness or redness, you know. I had them, it was really pink and it was raw, it was bad. Lesson learned, I hope. Back to this. Why I wanted to use the Dilo is because, you know, it's regenerating, it was soothing. I use it underneath the Perfecting Day Cream. And then I noticed that, you know how on your forehead you have, I do this a lot. Don't ask me why, but I do that a lot. And you know, your skin naturally creases there when you look up, you know, you make all those lines up there. So I looked in the mirror, and then I feel like, you know, my forehead is creasing less, you know, when you can't see the lines as much. And like I said, it was surprising because it's not something I saw as a problem, it's just a natural thing that your face does. So for it to suddenly, you know, be smooth, more smoother than it was before, you know, this caught my attention, and I was thinking, okay, it has to be something I've been using recently. And, you know, obviously I was using these products fairly recently, so I thought, okay, which is it? Because one of these things is doing this, which is great, because isn't that what you look for in skin stuff? How I knew I was going to test it was my sister-in-law. She had also asked me to bring over some of the face stuff she wanted to try. So I had given her, she'd also gotten a Dilo oil as well, and she had the other face cream, the hydrating face cream. So we had two different creams, and the only thing we were having in common was the oil. So when she came over next, I asked her, I told her, like, you know, what I saw with my forehead, and that I had to ask her, you know, if she, before I even finished my sentence, she said to me, it's the oil. And then I was like, really? So you see a difference? She said, absolutely. I'm surprised, because like I said, I'm not into that whole anti-wrinkle. Not that I'm not into it. I would love to not have wrinkles, but it's just, you know, wrinkles are a natural part of what time does to you, and I just want to moisturize them. But if you can do this, perfect. If you get a chance to pick it up, on that note, I will mention that there is, if I understand, a Kate Somerville Dilo oil that is more out in the main market. That product does have Dilo in it because I think she was, story goes, she was in Wakaya, I think, and she saw the women there having wonderful skin and discovered that it was Dilo. That oil I think has a mixture of other oils in it, you know, it's not just Dilo alone. So I know some people have had reactions to it, or you know, it didn't work for them, and because it's just labeled, you know, Dilo oil, that it's the Kate Somerville Dilo oil, they think it's the Dilo. But just so you know, that has other oils in there, like clove oil, or you know, it is her blend of oils plus the Dilo oil in it. But this is just Dilo alone. So if you want Dilo alone, none of the other oils, then I actually don't know of any other brand besides Pure Fiji that makes the pure oil alone, but I could be wrong. If you guys know of any other options out there, do let me and the other people out there know that there is another option. Okay guys, so that was all the products I picked up in Fiji. They were not a lot, but there was a lot to say about them. Isn't there always? Yeah, before I go, once again, just to let you guys in Fiji know that there is e.l.f. now in Fiji, and I will link the article below to the shop HG that's that stocks e.l.f. and I'll link it below. Yeah, and there's pictures and everything of their selection, so especially for you guys in Fiji, especially if you're in the west of Fiji that doesn't have HGE and you're curious, you could check out that article. Any questions at all, as usual, please let us know. If you know, we're slow and you need the information right away, just write to us, we can tell you, or we might suggest other YouTubers or other bloggers that may have used any of these products or would have the answers. Would be very, very glad to give you all that information if you don't know where to look. Okay, my voice is giving up on me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Do take care, and thanks for watching. Bye guys.